now for something relatively to completely different. I'm gonna do a couple of things that I've written. This first one, some of you may or may not know. This is a song I wrote a couple years back. It's sort of the letter I never wrote to a friend of mine who made a rather peculiar life choice of a partner, shall we say. There's just something a little off about this fellow, but I didn't really have the heart to ask because it's kind of awkward, right? So I wrote a song about it instead for everyone to hear. Hold on a second. Okay, we're good to go. Head. By the way, there's a lot of talented people here tonight. You guys are all awesome. Okay. Hey, I'm not one to beg, but
That one. No bends.
I'm not really particular. I'm not actually that good at guitar.
This one. I'll tell everyone later. I'm sure it won't be a problem anyways.
Alright. Oh, in stereo. Alright. Cool. Okay. Here goes. This is called Special Love. There's something sort of funny about the way he walks. Something sort of funny about the way he talks. Don't be offended by the way this sounds, but he looks like Shrek. Shrek had downs. Now I'm not trying to cause a stir. This really speaks highly to your character. There's something wrong with this guy, but I can't put my finger on the reason why. His tongue hangs out and he acts like a puppy who's been kicked in the head. Perhaps this is so because his family interbred. What I'm trying to say is, call me crazy, call me Ishmael, but I think your boyfriend's retarded. I'm surprised you didn't see that before the relationship started. Well, he sounds deaf, and clearly you're blind, so with your powers combined, you could be Helen Keller. Where the fuck did you find such a fella? I'm telling you, he's not like the rest of us. He probably fell right off the back of a short bus. You may say he's not, but it's all too plain to see. If he's not missing chromosomes, then I have leprosy. And I don't, so you do the math. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I just don't understand how you could date this Riri out of all the boys in the land. Now you could date a Jew boy, they're kosher and they're funny, but if you turn your back, they'll probably steal all of your money. You could date a dude and drink beer night and day, but with all that romance, they'll probably end up gay. You could date an emo boy, sensitive and pure, but when they cry more than you do, that's too much to endure. You could date a gamer, but that's daft. They'll probably turn you down for sex to play World of Warcraft. Yep. Hey there, friend. You know what? Kudos to you. Unto your heart you were
Near Bainbridge town, in the county down, one morning in July. Down a boring green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, sure I pinched myself, for to see was I truly there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the young Colleen that I met in the county down. As she onward sped, sure I shook my head, and I looked with a feeling rare. I said I, to a passer-by, who's a maid with the nut brown hair. Well, he smiled at me, and he said he, she's a gem of old Ireland's crown. Young Rosie McKen, from the banks of the Ben, she's the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the young Colleen that I met in the county down. Now I've travelled a bit, but never was hit since my roving career began. But fair and square I surrender there to the charms of young Rose McKen. I've a heart to rent and no tenant yet that I meet in a bale or gown. But in she went, and I'll ask no rent from the queen, from the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the young Colleen that I met in the county down. At the harvest fair she'll surely be there, so I'll dress in my Sunday clothes, with me shoes shone bright and me hat cocked right, for a smile from my nut brown rose. No horse I'll yoke and no pipe I'll smoke, let my plough turn a rust-coloured brown, till the smiling bride by my own fireside sits a star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the young Colleen that I met in the county down.